Susie's in Utah. Hi, Susie. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, my husband and I went through a few, and it changed our lives, so thank you for that. But it's been almost 3 years now. We're not quite on the same page. He seems to be somewhat content with being in debt, whereas I am like gazelle intense, and it's caused some friction between us. He says that dreaming big is covetous, and I don't have, I guess it depends on your reasoning. Personally, I want to enjoy it, but I also want to be an outrageous giver, and I just don't know what to say to him about that.
I think he's using a toxic twist on a Bible verse to not address this issue. In other words, that's a bunch of crap. Dreaming big is covetousness is garbage. That's just not true. Okay? Now, can it be covetousness? Yeah, it can be. But, I mean, God said, if we being evil know how to give our children good gifts, how much more so our Father in heaven? And, you know, God is not mad at you when you prosper. It does not automatically mean you worship money when you prosper. As a matter of fact, you can be poor and worship money.
This is true.
And so it's a state of mind. It's an attitude. It's the position of money in your spiritual life. Is it your God? That makes it covetousness. It's not an amount. And it's not it's not having ambition and trying to do better and to serve and to be, and to be paid for serving. So,
well, he said that he quoted the scripture, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle than a rich man to enter heaven. And he's using this reasoning to say that he doesn't want to be rich, whereas
Too late. Too late. What's your household income?
Just over $39,000 a year.
If you make over $34,000 a year, you're in the top 1% of income earners in the world. You're going to hell.
That is a very good point.
You're going to hell. No question about it. If your salvation is based on how much money you have, your Jesus didn't die on the cross. And his blood was of no avail. So that's heresy.
Very true.
That's heresy to say that Jesus' blood and the price he paid on the cross is not strong enough to overcome the fact that you gained wealth. That is not what that scripture is saying, that you lose your salvation due to wealth.
I think he just is worried that if he becomes wealthy by America's standards, that it would be that much harder to get into heaven.
Yeah.
And
so he's got a really weird view of grace and a really broken theology.
Okay.
Because, hey, last I checked, murderers, prostitutes, drug dealers can all get into heaven by accepting Jesus. That's the grace I read, right?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And even toxic Christian people can get into heaven if they love Jesus.
True.
That's the grace. And so you don't get to earn your way in. That's what we Christians believe.
Yeah.
Now, other religions believe different things, but those of us, you and me and him, that are Christians, we believe Jesus paid the price, and when we believe on that, we go to heaven. That's what we believe.
Yeah.
And you either believe that or you don't. It isn't like, but you really got to work really hard to get to heaven. No, that isn't what it was. That's an incomplete grace. And again, that's a works theology. And that scripture is the most misquoted scripture. And leads people unintentionally into heresy faster than anything I've ever seen. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we'll go just one step further. I'm going to send you a copy of a book called The Legacy Journey that I wrote about a proper biblical view of wealth. And I challenge both of you to read it. I think it'll help him if he actually has an open mind. I actually am suspect, though, that he's just trying to justify the fact that he doesn't want to work hard and strive because he's afraid of failure. I think that's what it is, and he's trying to wrap it in his Christian lingo and make it okay to sit on his butt. And I'm really not okay with that. That's kind of embarrassing as a Christian. This is The Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, you guys, Rachel Cruz here. Hope you are enjoying The Dave Ramsey Show. And did you know that I have my very own YouTube channel? Yes, that's right. It's kind of better than the Dave Ramsey channel. Don't tell him I said that. I'm kidding. So subscribe, and there's lots of videos about life and money. So while you're at it, if you want to check out a video, then you can check out how to do a monthly budget. It's one of the best videos out there.